It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jared Goff bringing out the Rams, and the Rams are 2-0, got the win against New Orleans in that NFC title bout rematch. 27-9 the final there. Goff, Charles, threw for 283 and a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and almost had a second touchdown pass on that great play by Cooper Kupp. I mean, what an incredible catch and run. But I think that Jared Goff is one of those players that's taking the next step. We already thought he was a good quarterback. I think he's getting into that top 10 category. And know this, his head coach, Sean McVay, when the Rams came to him with a contract extension, he said he's not signing it unless he had assurances that they would get another deal done with Jared Goff. He wants him to be his quarterback.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Value three.
Here's Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was Quincy Williams with a tight coverage there. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Let's get a little bit bigger light shined right here because we're talking about two guys. Cornerbacks Jalen Ramsey and A.J. Boyette. Maybe the best tandem in the NFL. Both physically able to dominate receivers. They're textbook examples of shutdown corners. Collectively, they allowed only 2 touchdowns the entire 2018 season.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
But we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville works their way out here, and the offense will be led by Gardner Minshew again. Although the Jags are 0-2, Gardner Minshew has, I think, played pretty well under center. Charles, I'll get your thoughts in a second, but I wanted to pass this on. First rookie quarterback drafted in the 6th round or later to start a game this early in the season since Don Silent J. Mikowski did so for the Packers back in '87.
The Magic Man, who became a legend there in Green Bay with his style and his look, the whole deal. The only thing he didn't do, get them in the playoffs. They came close one year. I think they went 10-6 and didn't qualify. But Minshew, 22 of 25 in his opener. Then 23 of 33.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Minshew is going to let this go deep for Lee. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Rams offense trotting back out there, CD, and this is a 2-0 Rams team, as we talked about earlier when we discussed Jared Goff. The win at Carolina, then the win against the New Orleans Saints. So, you know, a lot of football to go, but do you have them pegged as maybe the favorites to repeat in the NFC?
I have them up there as a strong possibility to repeat, especially after these first 2 games, because you're dealing with a lot of things here, partner. Number one, got to the Super Bowl and didn't win. oftentimes the next year you have that Super Bowl hangover and you don't play as well. Number 2, on the road at Carolina, hot weather in the season opener, they find a way to win. Number 3, here comes New Orleans with everything possible wanting revenge. They find a way to win. That tells me this team has something special to it. They definitely have to be one of the favorites to get back to the Super Bowl.
Hey, my 7.
Mike Bobo.
On second down and 4. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Cooks now in his second season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. A.J. Bourne with a pick. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that? Ampersand? I like it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ballgame.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Brown. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and that'll bring up second down. To the air again. Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, with a dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is gone. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Jacksonville ready to get the football back here on offense. I've been waiting to ask you this about Jacksonville in week 2, which was an eventful game for head coach Doug Marrone. Decided to go for 2 in the potential win with 30 seconds left, but Leonard Fournette got stopped at the goal line. Were you okay with that call?
I was okay with it if Doug Marrone thought that was the call that he had set up all week, and if he got the right look, it was going to be successful. But give Houston credit. Justin Reed, the safety, boy, he really filled the hole there. Met Leonard Fournette and stopped him about a half a yard short. A big-time tackle in that situation against a tank of a running back. I'm surprised you didn't lead with the animated discussion, the eventful discussion that Doug Marrone had with Jalen Ramsey, his all-pro cornerback.
Jalen Ramsey has a lot of animated discussions. That'll be something to track, though. And then next up, they've got the Thursday nighter against Tennessee as they try to get their first win of the season. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The defense here for the Rams.
All right, partner, turn the house lights down. Turn the spotlight on bright. There he is, the best defender in the NFL today. A 5-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first-team All-Pro. That's Aaron Donald, who led the NFL in sacks in 2018 with 20.5. He's also the reigning Defensive Player of the Year 2 years running. The only other players to win 2 consecutive, how about Lawrence Taylor and J.J. Watt? I'd say that's pretty good company.
Hey, exit. Go, Jack. Go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. The open man is sharp, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Right there.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
On 2nd and 15 now. Minshew looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch 54, watch 54.
From the gun, Minshew throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season.
Super 66.
Off on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Throwing on third. Ball. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Bravo.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd and 12, Minshew, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Natson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Check 56. 11. Hey, Haywood!
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Hold on. Check.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 yards there and a first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
76. 56 to Muck, boy. 56. Hey, Charlie. I got you, son. Play 56. Play 56.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Obama. Hey, Steve 6. Check.
Now it draws. Goff gives to Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Zerline's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Minshew throwing on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into it. Not a good play at all.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Come. 58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. Watch the flag.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. They'll stop him well short of the yellow line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Strip the ball.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Rambo is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
CD, we want to remind folks, in honor of its 100th season, the NFL is encouraging fans to join players, teams, and the NFL family in a year-long volunteer initiative called Huddle for 100. Choose a cause, volunteer 100 minutes of your time, and help shape what your community will look like for the next 100 years. Visit NFL.com/huddle-for-100 to track your minutes and get rewarded.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first down, Braun working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, 48 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Zerline good with a PAT, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super turn.
And two shot.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Ready, now.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, here's Fournette. This into the end zone for Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 38 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, pardon me, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw and gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
56, check 56. I got you.
Ric Flair.
A shotgun snap for Gurley. Looking to start for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
I see you.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it up, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Back now in Jacksonville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
They can't afford to just bunker in there. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On first down, it's Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Gurley. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A.J. Boyer with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about other practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Out of the gun is Minshew. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This is Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike 54. I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you.
Fournette on the counter.
Go, 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 go.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
2, 5.
Minshew sets to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 31 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, you're going to go out there and compete. You want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Then it goes for 30 yards. Goff now looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second and 10, Goff. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
There's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this one all over with the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Come on, set. 90, roll.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.